Okay, this is a quick video on the intermediate value theorem. Okay, intermediate value theorem. Okay, so what it's saying is we're going to put these values of x into the function here. Now, if you see this, okay, I'm just going to draw something on the side. I'm just going to draw something like this. Now, can you see, if I have an x value here that produces, I'll just do this, that produces a y value here, which is positive, and if I decide I'm going to have an x value here, which produces a y value here, which is negative, can you see that because the sign change from positive to negative, or negative to positive, because it has changed sign, somewhere in between these two values of x, it has crossed the x-axis. So that's because there's a sign change. Think about it. Whether you go to negative to positive or positive to negative, I must have crossed over the x-axis. So I'm actually going to show you what this graph looks like. Have a look at this. So between -1 and 0, between x equals 1 and 0, will it cross the x-axis? Now the way to do that is to actually put these numbers into the equation. Okay? So if I put -1 into here, -1 cubed is -1 times 3 is -3. Minus 9, well, -1 squared is +1, so times -9, that's -9. Minus 2 times -1 is +2, plus 8. What's that, -12? I think that's -2. Okay, I think that's -2. Okay, so it's negative. Okay, the point is it's negative when I put a -1 in. When I put a 0 in, well, that's fairly easy, remember? That's gone, that's gone, that's gone, so the answer is 8. So it's +8 when I use x equals 0. So there has been a sign change, so somewhere it must have crossed the x-axis. We're not exactly sure, okay, but there is, what we're trying to say here is that there must be a 0 in between these two x values, okay? There must be a 0. And if you look at the graph over here, it's just the intermediate value theorem. When you put some values of x in, if it changes sign, there must be an x-intercept in between those two values of x, because it's crossed the x-axis. Okay, here it is. So remember, between 0 and -1. Okay, so can you see this value of 0 gives you this value of y, which is positive, and -1, if you go down here, so it's close, must give you that value of y. So in other words, it has gone from positive to a negative y value, so somewhere between 0 and -1, there must have been an x-intercept. It crosses the x-axis, and there it is on this one, because I can see it. Okay, so let's just go back.